Hi, Juliana Soria of etc., 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 and Little Helper Vlogs. Ngayon po ay samahan niyo ako today's vlog. Samahan niyo po ako to all the during the state visit of the late Queen Elizabeth II during 2011 state visit here in Dublin City. So let's go back in time. Mag-rewind po tayo. Samahan niyo ako kung ano-ano ang mga lugar na binisita niya. Come on, let's go. First stop, Trinity College, Dublin. This is the main campus of the Trinity College Dublin in College Green. And makikita niyo po dito ang pagbisita ni Queen Elizabeth II together with Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. This is the main Trinity College campus. Her Majesty, late Queen Elizabeth II, was in Trinity College Dublin. Queen Elizabeth II visited the old library sa loob ng Trinity College Dublin. Lalong-lalo na at tinignan niya ang The Book of Kells, which is a 19th century book, at ang 15th century na old harp inside the Trinity College Dublin. Here in Trinity College Library, where she viewed the 9th century Book of Kells and the 15th century Trinity College harp, and shook hands with many academics. This is the outside building of the old library in Trinity College, Dublin, which is one of the tourist spot here in Dublin City. This is extremely a busy area of the Trinity College. The Book of Kells. Dublin Castle. In English, the President and Friends. Inisita rin ni Queen Elizabeth II ang Dublin Castle. Dito niya ginanap ang speech, which is the state dinner in honor for the Queen Elizabeth II. At ginawa niya po dito ang speech. At sa speech nito ay sinabi niya ang relasyon or the relation between Ireland and England. Dublin Castle. The Queen began her speech by speaking in Irish, which caused President McAuliffe to turn to others at the table and say, "Wow," 3 times. The content of the speech, which was written by the Queen and her deputy private secretary. The Queen delivered a speech on relation between Ireland and the United Kingdom. Next up, Dublin Castle. Queen Elizabeth visited Dublin Castle at siya po ang kauna-unahang first monarch who visited Dublin Castle for less than 100 years. At itong sa Dublin Castle, ito pong main entrance, dito naganap ang state dinner to honor the historical visit of Queen Elizabeth II dito sa Dublin, Ireland, Dublin Castle. State dinner in honor of the Queen took place in the evening at Dublin Castle, following a speech and toasts by ex-President McAuliffe. Content of her speech drew widespread praise from the Irish media and from politicians, including Sinn Féin President Gerry Adams. That on her speech, she said, "What were once only hopes for the future have now come to pass. It is almost exactly 13 years since the overwhelming majority of people in Ireland and Northern Ireland voted for the agreement signed on Good Friday 1990. National War Memorial Garden. The Irish National War Memorial Gardens, dedicated to the memory of the 49,400 Irish soldiers who gave their lives in the Great War 1914 to 1918. Irish National War Memorial Garden. Queen Elizabeth II, sa pangalawang bisita niya dito sa Dublin City, she came here in Irish National War Memorial Garden, and she lay wreath in honor of the Irish soldier who died to fight for the freedom during the both World Wars. Irish National War Memorial Garden.
The Queen visited the National War Memorial Gardens, where she also laid a wreath. Among those who were invited to attend the National War Memorial ceremony were leaders of the Ulster Defence Association. The Memorial Gardens commemorate all other Irish men and women who at the time served, fought, and died in Irish freedoms of the Allied armies. Exactly on this ground held the wreath-laying ceremony of Queen Elizabeth II, together with the Irish dignitaries, politician, and the former President Mary McAleese. This is the Great Cross above the Stone of Remembrance. On the Great Cross stone, engraved 1914, 1918, 1939 to 1945. At the back of the Great Stone Cross, in this video showing you the Gaelic words for the memory of those Irish soldiers, and in English as well, translating to the memory of 49,400 Irish men who gave their lives in the Great War of 1914-1918.
The Garden of Remembrance, Dublin City. Day 2. Queen Elizabeth visited the Garden of Remembrance, and she lay wreath in honor of the Irishmen who fought in their freedom during the 1916 Easter Rising.
Day 1, the Queen traveled to the Garden of Remembrance, where she was greeted by the Minister for Justice and Defence at that time, Mr. Alan Shather. She and President McAleese each laid a wreath, and the Queen bowed to honor those who died for Irish independence. You see that form of a sunken crucifix water feature inside the Garden of Remembrance. And this is a statue of the children of Leech, symbolizing rebirth and resurrection. The Garden of Remembrance in Dublin, dedicated to the memory of all those who gave their lives in the cause of Irish freedom. At the back of a statue of children of Leech is written on the stone wall of the monument an 18th century poems longing for an end to Ireland's miserable condition. A poem entitled "We Saw a Vision." These are few places the late Queen Elizabeth II visited during her 2011 historic state visit here in Ireland. May the perpetual light shine upon her through the mercy of God. Rest in peace. Thank you for watching with me, Relieve Queen Elizabeth Historic State Visit, Ireland 2011.